What I'm about to share with you, I want you to know that it's all a process and it's going to take some time, but you'll get it. The emphasis in this message will be on the tongue. Cool? My mom used to say, a cool head steals a wise tongue. And my dad used to crack me up because he used to say that, people be bragging about what they got, this and that. He would say, oh, they just talking that weak talk. That weak talk. How can a person live a joyous life in this crazy, jacked up world in which it is predicted that dangerous times will come? If we look around us or at the news, you will see we're already living in dangerous times. The world is becoming more stressful every day. The government seems like it's robbing us of the joy and peace that God intended for us to have. And a lot of folk have fallen prey to the rat race that surrounds us. Even before now, this COVID-19, a lot of the illnesses we're facing today are caused by unhappiness. We have brought a lot of pain, stress, anxiety, and different illnesses on ourselves because we won't heed the instructions that God has given to us so that we can live a joyful life. A lot of people today are experiencing some very sad lives, and it has become a problem in our homes, in our society. It's been said that we feel sad sometimes due to something that occurs in our lives, such as a death of a loved one, etc. But sadness can lead to depression, and it can become a serious problem. Things can happen in our lives and can hurt so deeply. When we say that's that hurt, it becomes difficult for us to enjoy the good things about our own lives and the things that God has given us. When we lack that happiness or joy, we sometimes feel empty and hopeless, like there's nothing to look forward to. We feel worthless, and sometimes a dark cloud just follows us. You don't have fun like before. A lot of folk can't sleep or eat because they have lost their joy. A lot of people have become totally enslaved by all this evil garbage taking place in this world today. And it's not like we weren't warned about it, how the days will be. The Bible is very specific about the end of this age. And never before have all the signs been completely present and in full effect. A lack of joy can be the starting point for sickness and for suicide. But here in 1 Peter 3:10 and 11, Peter states that if we are to enjoy life and see good days, there's some things we need to do. Too many people believe if they have plenty of money, big houses, fancy cars, a lot of women, great men, riches, they will be happy. There are a lot of folk who have all these things and still unhappy and experience depression and have lots of issues. The Bible is saying that true happiness and lasting enjoyment are not found in material stuff, but through spiritual satisfaction. For he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil and his lips that they speak no guile. Some of us can recall the pain and misery we felt that was dumped on us by this deadly instrument called the tongue. Yep, reputations ruined, hearts broken, families shattered, relationships messed up, and people put into prison. Why? Because somebody did not keep their tongue from evil. Somebody didn't control his or her tongue, but let it loose. And then it created tragedy. In James chapter 3, verses 3 through 8, James describes the tongue as very dangerous. You know, a lot of damages caused by the tongue and lips cannot be fixed, homie. And even though we enjoy tasting, laughing, kissing, joking, and other things with our lips and tongue, we have to admit that these same tongues and lips have brought a lot of sadness, conflict, and unhappiness in our lives. Put away from thee a forward mouth and perverse lips. Put far from thee. Proverbs 4:24. Yo, now remember, this is a process. A forward mouth is a mouth that is not easily controlled. Perverse lips are lips that deviate from what is considered right or good. You know, because when we speak evil about somebody, we are assassinating that person's character and putting ourselves in trouble. And the sad thing is, after we use our tongues to slay our neighbor's character, our brothers and sisters, our churches, friends, there's nothing we can do to undo the damage. We use our tongues sometimes to kill our local churches in cold spiritual blood. So what Peter is saying, what he's prescribing here for a joyous life is this: the tongue must refrain from evil. Do good for folk. Do good for yourself. You feel me? And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. As we have opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. Galatians 6:9 and 10. Check it. Doing good is not a burden if we allow God to work with us. You dig what I'm saying? Peter said to seek peace, ensue it, or pursue it, follow peace. This world is crying and dying for peace. You know, a lot of us are very fortunate, very privileged to have known peace with God and to have peace with God. Jesus said, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. John 14:27. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. John 16:33. There will be no joy without peace. There will be no happiness without peace. Yeah, we continue to have restless days, sleepless nights. We are disturbed. We live fearful lives. We are filled with anxiety and worries. We are overconcerned. We are uneasy and nervous. But David said, why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted in me? Hope thou in God, for I shall yet praise him for the help of his countenance. Psalms 42:5. The word says to cast all your cares upon him because he cares for you. Problems seem to be all around us. War of words, war of action, war of trials, war of strife, war of deceit, war of lies, war of evil, and all other types of war. The best way we can get out of war without leaving a trail of damage or chaos is by seeking peace. We can pursue it. For a joyous life, the tongue must refrain from evil. The lips should speak no guile. Eschew evil. Avoid all evil. Avoid the paranoid. Do good. Seek peace and pursue it. While the misuse of the tongue can destroy an individual, it can also wreck the person who misused it. The misuse of the tongue can backfire. Yeah, it can rebound and devastate the user. I'm learning to keep my tongue because there have been times I realized what I was about to say could be devastating to the other person or group. Yeah, we take pleasure in hitting back, but sometimes it's better to hold back than to let it go. Whoso keepeth his tongue, keepeth his soul from trouble. Proverbs 21:23. The use of the tongue and lips can take away our joy and put us in serious trouble. But hey, let this proverb marinate in your spirit. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Proverbs 18:21. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. The gospel, homie.